Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, this is Tiffany and Curls. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe below so you know, so you can follow up on all my videos or whatever. Today I want to talk to you guys about my menstrual cup experience. It was really weird. Honestly, I have like no official intro, so we're just gonna get straight into it. So I purchased the Lena cup and I got the sensitive one. I'll put a picture right here. I watched Put a Cup in It videos. I'll link their channel down below in the DB, and they have like a quiz you can take to see which one fits you best, like which menstrual cup would fit you best. And there's also a comparison chart of like all the menstrual cups I think that exist in the world. I have a very heavy flow, so most websites recommended for beginners that you get the smaller size. So I went with the smaller size even though I do have a heavy flow. And first and foremost, that was a mistake. I found myself changing my menstrual cup like as often as I would change a tampon. Like because my flow is so heavy, I use Ultra or Super Plus tampons like my whole period just about. And it sucks. It really does suck. And I will go through those like maybe every 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. Like it's ridiculous, especially on my heavy days. So I also have like an irregular period, so I never know how often or like when I'm gonna get my period really, which sucks also. The point of the menstrual cup for me was so that I didn't have to go and change my tampon every 2 hours or hour. Like I wanted the menstrual cup to where I could leave it in for 12 hours and just not have to worry about it all day and just take it out as soon as I get home. Like wake up in the morning, put it in, be about my day. Whenever I come home, take it out, dump it, start again. And just not have to worry about that whole changing process at all during the day. And that didn't do that for me because my flow was so heavy. And the small Lena or Lena, whatever you want to call it, cup, it is, on the chart, it said it held 25 milliliters. So I calculated, I changed it about 3 times in the course of 6-8 hours. The cup was totally full one time. It was like full sort of the other times. So I would guesstimate around 60 milliliters. When I'd see videos and they're like, oh, your average flow, like people assume that like your average flow just isn't as much as you think it is. And mine is as much as I think it is if I'm having to change like 60 milliliters in that amount of time. I think that's a lot. And I'm also anemic, so yeah, because of that reason, which is, it's ridiculous. Like I said, I have a super duper heavy flow. I do like that it's environmentally friendly. Maybe next time I'll just try like a bigger cup that holds more volume so that I can, you know, maybe not have to change it as much. A lot of people have a hard time putting it in and taking it out, and it's just a matter of being comfortable with your body. It was very weird, you know, I wasn't struggling for like hours or like for a long time trying to do it, but actually doing it was just uncomfortable. Like you really just have to reach in there. My nails are really bad right now, but I had acrylics on, they were kind of long. I cut them down before I got this, before I ordered the cup, because I did not, because I knew I was going to have to stick my hand up all the way in there from watching other videos. So I just did not want to go through that pain of sticking my hand all the way up there and having these long nails, because I knew that would hurt like hell. So I didn't even bother. So I just cut them down, whatever. I did them myself. They're ratchet, but it's okay. I was like, I'll just get a new set once my period's over. I did the C fold, where you just like fold it into a C. A lot of people say they don't like that, but I was able to get mine in like that fairly easily. Like the tail, I had to cut it off to like the last ring because it was just sticking out and it was bothering me, and I figured I was gonna have to because of, again, all the videos I've watched. And I did this in the shower because I knew me trying to get this in for the first time was gonna be a mess, so just so I didn't have to worry about it, I just did it in the shower. I stuck it in. It felt, you know, it was just weird because, you know, it's a new thing I've never tried before, but it felt fine once it was in. I kind of felt it a little bit at the bottom, and then, you know, I just went about my day after that. I felt it leaking, like, just, like, an hour or two later, like I just felt like weird stuff going on down there. So I went to go see, and I was like, okay, this is my first time taking it out. Let's see how this goes. I'm over the toilet. I'm like squatting, like over it, like sumo squatting. I like reach up in there. I noticed it's not where I left it. During that whole time it was in there, like it just gradually like traveled up. I was scared at first. I was like, I'm used to tampons staying where I put them. But this menstrual cup just like travels up. I had to like really dig in there. And I was like, okay, I got scared for like 2 seconds and I was like, relax, it's okay. It's probably just up there somewhere. Using like one finger to kind of like find like where it was. And then once I found where it was, I'd like stick my thumb and then my index finger up there. Once I knew exactly where the cup was. And then I would like try to like get a hold of it and just like grasp it. You can't just pull it out without like using your muscles. You have to use like your muscles, like your Kegel muscles. I just kind of like squeezed them and like so like I could push the cup out. I also did that to like bring it in. Like whenever I inserted it, I would use my Kegel muscles to like you know, get it in. And then I also used them to like push out. I don't know how to explain doing it because it's like very internal. Lord, it's kind of like pooping, I guess, a little bit. You know, like, I don't know, when you're wearing a pad and you don't have a tampon on and you just kind of like squeeze and then like you can squeeze out blood kind of. That's really gross. This is super TMI, but it's like, if you guys know what I mean, like it's that kind of feel, excuse me, it's that kind of feeling trying to get that cup out. It didn't take me a super duper long time to get it in and out. It just felt very weird. Okay, so once I did take it out and I saw everything like in there, like, one like thing I was like super careful or trying not to do was drop it in the toilet. I didn't drop it, but honestly it is kind of gross, like reaching up there, taking it out, and then like there's literally blood like everywhere. Like not even gonna sugarcoat it, like there's blood everywhere. Like you can see how much blood is in there and how much you bled, which is kind of cool. It's just seeing all the blood is really gross, and you just dump it into the toilet, but there's still like blood like all around, like surrounding the cup. If I were in a public restroom trying to do that, I'd be super grossed out. Super duper 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 grossed out. I was in the comfort of my own home, in the comfort of my own bathroom. I was able to just, you know, go straight to the sink right there because it's like right in front of you, and just rinse it out nice and good, and then put it back in. It was a really weird experience. It's a very different experience. After changing it out like 3 times, I was done. I boiled it in case I wanted to use it some other time, like sterilize it because you're supposed to boil it in like hot water. Put it back in this little baggie it came in and just put a tampon back in because my flow is too heavy for that cup. Way too heavy for that cup. I honestly just want to be able to go throughout the whole like outside of my house day, like when I'm at school, like while I'm at school or work or something, that'll last me that whole time that I'm there until I go back home. Like I just absolutely hate public restrooms. Like I only use them and I absolutely have to. If I could hold it and wait till I get home, that's what I do. I do want to do another video trying a bigger cup and see how that works, because usually they're like, oh, bigger cups are for women that have like had a baby already and shit, or are over 30, and don't have a kid, and I'm definitely not over 30. I've always wanted to try menstrual cups. I've watched so many videos and I was like, okay, finally convinced myself to buy it, and I bought it, and now that I know what it's like okay, it just honestly it just all would have been perfect. Like I wouldn't have minded like all that, the nastiness of like seeing all the blood, reaching up in there like super until your insides like that. I really would like to use the menstrual cup instead of traditional tampons and pads because of all the bullshit they put inside of it. That's not good for you. Anyways, that's it for this video. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to like and comment if you want to, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.